Hey everyone, today I want to talk a little bit about OCD. OCD is one of those terms or words that people use all the time, and I don't think we quite understand what we're saying when we say it. Right? People talk about being OCD about washing their hands, or OCD about the way certain things are organized in their house. In reality, OCD is typically much more severe than that. And using the term can actually be harmful to people who really experience it, but it can also be helpful to just understand what we're really experiencing and at what point it becomes clinically significant and distressing in a disorder. So stick around for the next few minutes and learn a little bit and hopefully find something helpful. Thanks for joining us. So almost everyone has distressing thoughts at some point. We can stress about forgetting to lock the door or wondering where our keys are or if we left the gas on at home. Those are normal to an extent. It's at the point that those thoughts become persistent and dominate your thinking and lead you to a point where you can't think about anything else until you've done something to alleviate that stress. That's when we're talking about something that might be more severe and may be considered clinically significant or diagnosable as OCD. Common OCD obsessions, if we're talking about the obsessive part of obsessive compulsive disorder, are things about safety, your own safety, your ability to harm somebody else, contamination, or getting sick, or not being clean enough, as well as a need for orderliness or symmetry when we're talking about objects and things around us. Sometimes people also have obsessive thoughts that are violent or sexual in nature. And if those are just thoughts, then just let them be thoughts. Like I said, when they become dominant in your head and when they take over your ability to think, that's when we're talking about something that might be an obsession. So the obsession is the O of OCD, and then you move to the C, which is the compulsion. So these compulsive behaviors or these compulsions are things we do to alleviate the stress from the obsessive thought. So these are the things we typically think of when we think of OCD. This is needing to wash your hands after you touch anything. This is needing to check all the doors in your house and go around your house multiple times to make sure they're all locked. Sometimes it can be repeating phrases or words a certain amount of times. The compulsive behavior always is there to serve you and alleviate that obsessive thought. And it's important to note that some of these things can be in your head, so not all compulsions are observable to other people. So if you're wondering if you have OCD, it's important to recognize what's the obsession, what is the compulsion, what am I doing to alleviate that stressful thought, and is it at the point that it's interrupting my life? Lots of us have things and we do things in a certain way because that's just the way we like them or it's satisfying to do them. For example, some people like to organize their closets in a color order, or maybe they have some system that they use to organize things in their house, or maybe they like to start at their front door when they go to lock all the doors in their house at night. Now, these things wouldn't be a compulsive or an obsessive behavior if they're things that take a reasonable amount of time and energy. And the real kicker is that if it was to not go that way, that it wouldn't cause you any noticeable distress. So, for example, let's say that you like to color coordinate your clothes in your closet. If you opened the doors and someone had helped with the laundry and put the clothes in the wrong spots, would that cause you distress? Or would it be just something that you can move past? When these come to the point that they become so distressing that it's disrupting our life or taking a disproportionate amount of time compared to what it should, that's when this can become clinically significant. Hopefully this was helpful and informational for you. Keep watching the channel this week. We've got lots of good videos coming out about OCD and then a really fun discussion talking about what is and what is not OCD, and we go through some behaviors in kind of a fun way. So stick around, check the videos out this week, like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll see you on the next video.